Welcome back to NSUSpartans.com. Bowling season is right around the corner. The Spartan bowling team, your defending MEAC champion Spartan bowling team, kicks off its season this weekend at the Hampton Roads Invitational. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Play gets underway approximately 9 a.m. each day, give or take. Check back at NSUSpartans.com for a more specific schedule. And that's going to be at the AMF Lanes in Chesapeake, located off of Battlefield Boulevard, off of Medical Parkway, actually, off of Battlefield Boulevard. Well, today we're sitting down with a couple of the players, and we're here with junior Thea Aspiras. And Thea, before you got here, Coach Harrison first got here, the program was struggling. I mean, she was just basically asking anyone who wanted to bowl, come out and bowl. And each year you guys have gotten a little better. Before you got here, each year they got a little better. You got here, they did a little better. Obviously last year culminated in that MEAC championship. So I guess the question is, now you won the MEAC, obviously you want to win MEAC every year, but where do you take that next step this year now?
Keep maintaining it and go a little bit higher. And basically to bring it off the board, make it like really out there, basically.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure last year was disappointing for you guys because you didn't make the NCAA tournament. 8 teams get in, you're probably, if you weren't one of the 8, you're probably the 9th team that they would have picked. So obviously that's got to be one, obviously that's your goal now. To win the MEAC is, you want to win it every year. Just because you win it once doesn't mean you're satisfied. But to get into the NCAA is probably the next step. So what do you guys need to do to take it to that next level?
Basically, like what Jessica said, to pick up our spares, that's one of the major things, and also to bring up our confidence into winning. And since we have the cohesiveness in the team, that's what we push a little bit more on, and working as a team. And each and every single one should work on each other's parts, our individual parts, and then, but basically we just have to work together, fight what we need to do, concentrate, and defeat any team that's pushing us down.
And obviously the last year Coach Harrison said that they need to do better. You guys could have done better against some of those upper level teams. When you're at the like the Prairie View, Kutztown, where you're facing those better teams. Does the fact that not everyone is back from last year, but everyone who's on the team this year was here last year. So you guys have already kind of been through the fire. You made that run through the MEAC championship after you struggled that first day. Is it kind of one of those things that's like we're just basically going to it's not like we're starting over again. It's like this year is continuation from last year.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's how I kind of see it. And even though there's new recruits, and I see that like some of them would be upping their game, ours is we're doing the same thing. So we're just basically beating the same people, and there's nothing really new to what I see. Yeah.
What's going to be the key for you guys? Maybe to be more of a consistent. Last year, either the whole team or maybe there were certain players that had a lot of. It would be up and down. You could just see it. It's like a good tournament, and then an average tournament or so. What's going to be key for you guys to really kind of be more consistent just throughout each tournament this year, especially because the schedule is a little more spread out this year. There's like 1 or 2 tournaments less, so obviously it's more time in between tournaments.
Basically just practice our spares and making sure we hit the right line, and basically working as a team. That's the only thing we work on, and yeah, that's pretty much.
What about for you? What's going to be your kind of? Do you have any goals that you're setting for yourself this year? And I don't want to say you took a step back last year, but you had such a great freshman season that it would have been tough to top that. So going into your junior year now, is there any goals that you have specifically? Obviously, you always talk about the team goals and everything, but is there either maybe on the, actually on the lanes, or maybe like as a leader away from the bowling alleys, or something that you're looking to do better this year for yourself?
It's basically the same thing throughout like the past 2 years. Yeah, it's pretty much keep a consistent game, concentrating, make sure everything's all in line, all my gear's up to date. That's pretty much all I can see. But my main focus right now is just helping with the teammates, with my team, and pushing them all the way. Because I love my team so much that I want to do anything for them. Bowling
is a unique sport because obviously it's, and like other sports, it's an individual. It's kind of like a swimming. You can have a team, but in the end, when someone's out there swimming, or when someone's out there bowling, it's just them. There's no one else to helping them.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like, that helps to have a lot more, like you were saying earlier, cohesion? Like, you have to be closer, because even though it's individual players going out there, you have to be, everyone has to be on the same page, or else it's never going to work.
Yeah, that's true. Because every single one of us has to be on the same exact page, because you have to watch out for each other, and make sure somebody's online, making sure that their throw is correct. Without that, if nobody's telling anybody, then of course, if one person fails, everybody fails. So it has to be together as a team. Even as an individual, you still have to work as a team.
Yep. Well, that was junior Thea Aspiras heading into the Hampton Roads Invitational NSU bowling team's season opener this weekend here in, not here in Norfolk, here in Chesapeake at home. And we're here with senior Jessica Overton. And Jessica, obviously last year, you guys, win the MEAC title. It was your first championship you've ever won. I mean, coming into this year, where do you set the bar? Where do your goals go from there?
Well, of course, the goal is winning the Southern Division. That's always our goal, since we pretty much win that every year. We're looking forward to winning another MEAC championship, but our main goal this year is just trying to make it to the NCAAs. We were just shy of it last year, and now our goal is to make sure we beat some of the bigger teams such as Vanderbilt and FDU in order to secure a spot.
Yeah, and Coach Harrison even said last year, or coming into this year, one of the goals was to have a better record against those bigger teams. When you go to like the Kutztown Invitational and you're facing them,
right.
What's going to be the key this year to picking up more wins against those bigger teams?
Making more spares, definitely. We left a lot of shots go with just picking up easy spares and missing them. So this year, definitely focusing a lot on just completing frames more than putting strikes up on the board.
Yeah, and obviously last year, you guys don't have any new players coming in this year. You had a full roster pretty much last year.
Right.
You only lost 2 players. Obviously, big one is losing Chelsea Crawl.
Right.
All MEAC player. That's not easy to replace. But you also get Sheila back, Sheila Marie Smith, who sat out last year because of injury. So now she's got a 5th year. Does that kind of give you an advantage of the fact that, like, you guys, it's the same team from last year minus just 2 players, so it's like everyone's already bowled with each other for a full year. You know everyone. It's kind of like just it's picking up from last year basically.
Right. It definitely helps with the team chemistry on and off the lanes. We gained a lot of experience from last year, so having 6 sophomores now who have been on the lanes, have been battle tested, as our coach says, it definitely gives us a little bit more confidence when we face those bigger teams, that we know what's expected and we know what we need to put up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and last year, Coach made an emphasis, so you guys started a little slow. Obviously, you didn't have Carrie Hickey, one of your more consistent bowlers last year. She didn't get here till the spring semester. And even Kelsey Yarbrough, another one of those super sophomores you're talking about, was hurt she didn't play the first tournament. So I guess maybe this year is it kind of like, let's just start off right away. Let's just hit the ball, hit the ground running.
Right. Well, we always try to do it that way. Just with injury and not having a full roster, kind of set us back a little bit. This year, we're definitely hoping to start on a better foot. We're looking a lot better than we were this time last year.
Yep. Well, that was senior senior Jessica Overton. Spartans obviously are starting their season off this weekend at the Hampton Roads Invitational in Chesapeake. For more information, of course, keep checking back at NSUSpartans.com.